Happy New Year's Eve. It's 6:30 and we're starting with a quiet live look in downtown Traverse City.
Yeah.
Not going to be that way for much longer, Heather.
No, it will be packed with a bunch of people ringing in the new year.
Yeah, we're looking ahead to the Cherry T ball drop. Madison Stoddard's going to be joining us in a few minutes with the live preview.
Yes, a preview where we'll be actually streaming that too on our digital platform. So if you want to watch it from the comfort of your own home, you can do that tonight too. But if you want to be downtown Traverse City, I'll show you what that New Year's Eve forecast looks like too in just a few minutes. We're going live over downtown Gaylord to show you some snow-covered roads. Could be slick in some spots early this morning. 29 degrees, wind is calm, and we're waking up to cloudy skies. And some other spots are waking up to a few flurries, southern Emmett County into Charlevoix, parts of Sheboygan, Otsego, as I mentioned, and portions of the eastern UP. Our center of low pressure is right out over in Illinois this morning. That's what's going to slowly track well south of Michigan, but it's going to usher in some mixed showers later today. Here's a look at our highs, 34 to 40 degrees, cloudy all day long. Few mixed showers around too, but I think most of this will hold off until later in the day, into the evening, and a northeasterly wind, 10 to 15 miles per hour. We are tracking some snow for that New Year's Eve evening forecast. We'll show you what that looks like, and then the lake effect snow continues tomorrow. We'll show you that coming up in a few minutes.
This morning, Americans are remembering former President Jimmy Carter. This comes as details emerge on how people can say goodbye. The 39th president passed away at 100 years old. Here's Brian Abel.
In Plains, Georgia, President Jimmy Carter was revered.
You know, he's always the president of the United States, and he has earned and deserves that respect. But to most of us, he was Mr. Jimmy.
For decades, Carter attended and served as a Sunday school teacher at Maranatha Baptist Church in Plains. On Monday, dozens of residents attended a vigil to commemorate his life. Carter's body will arrive in Washington, D.C. on January 7th, where he will lie in state at the Capitol Rotunda. Thursday, January 9th, is a national day of mourning and the state funeral for the late president at the Washington National Cathedral. The events all honoring a man whose accomplishments only grew after his time in the White House. Former President Barack Obama saying in a statement, President Carter, quote, taught all of us what it means to live a life of grace, dignity, justice, and service. He spent decades volunteering with Habitat for Humanity, and in 2002, Carter was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his decades of work to establish peaceful solutions to international conflicts.
Our great global statesperson in the world's going to honor him, but he also was down home all about the state of Georgia.
In Plains, Georgia, Brian Abel reporting.
This morning, we are counting down to the new year. Michigan State police troopers are putting in extra efforts to make sure people celebrating get home safely. As Upper Live's Cody Bear explains, they're not the only ones.
Think of your own family that are out on the roads, traveling to the store or to parties. You want to keep your own family safe. So please think of others when you want to go and celebrate and have a good time. And New Year's Eve is a great time to celebrate, but just do it the smart way.
Michigan State Police says with more celebration and alcohol on New Year's Eve than most other nights, troopers will take more precautions to make sure people get home safely.
It's statewide, so if there's a trooper on the road, they are looking for impaired driving. So we're still responding to our calls for service, but we are 100% on the roads, making sure that people are abiding by the speed limit, they're wearing their seatbelts, and they're not drinking and driving.
Bars and restaurants are also looking to make sure people have a good night.
We're going to have live music with the ampersands from 9:30 to 1:30. We do last call at 1:30, and we close at 2.
And a safe night.
All of our servers are ServSafe certified, trained to see, the signs of intoxication, and we try to control that as best as possible. We are always watching for the signs and trying to find rides if need be, calling Ubers, whatever steps need to be taken to make sure that our guests get home safely.
Miller says the best thing you can do is think ahead before your night gets started.
So if you're going to go out and have drinks and have fun, just have a plan. Have a sober driver, phone a friend, just to keep, not only yourself safe, but other people.
In Grand Traverse County, Cody Bear, Up North Live News.
Now you're taking a live look at the Mackinac Bridge. That's where some drivers will be paying a new fee as they cross in the new year. Starting tomorrow, those using credit cards will be charged a 2.3% convenience fee. The Mackinac Bridge Authority cites rising transaction fees from credit card companies as the reason for the change. American Express cards will not be accepted at all beginning January 1st. Those paying cash will still just need $4. With 2025 come several new laws here in Michigan. Some will take effect immediately. Others will go into effect 91 days after the legislature ended this session. One law that's stirred up a lot of controversy is an increase to Michigan's minimum wage. Right now, the minimum wage is $10.33. Tomorrow, it'll increase to $10.56. In February, it'll increase again to $12.48. On February 21st, tipped workers will receive 48% of the minimum hourly wage. Unemployment benefits are also going to increase, with people able to receive benefits for 6 additional weeks. The maximum weekly benefit will also increase to $614 a week. Another law will provide a tax credit for organ donors. This aims to help donors with the cost of donating, like medical bills or lost wages. You can read more about these new laws right now on our website, upnorthlive.com. Now we're taking you live to New York City. That's where final preparations are underway for the Times Square ball drop. The ball got a test run yesterday ahead of the New Year's Eve celebration. Officials flipped a switch to light up the ball. They successfully ran it up and down a 139-foot pole at the One Times Square skyscraper. The ball weighs nearly 6 tons and features more than 2,600 crystal triangles. Thousands of people will pack into Times Square to watch the ball drop at midnight. New York City's mayor says the NYPD is ready for the unique challenges the city faces as it welcomes hundreds of thousands of people to ring in the new year. Happening today, you're invited to ring in the new year at Nub's Knob in Harbor Springs. The Torchlight Parade starts at 5:30 p.m. It's at the bottom of the green lift. Ski Patrol, instructors and coaches come together to put on the skiing light event. They'll have flares in hand, creating a light display. That event is free of charge. No ticket is required. Now you're taking a live look at downtown Charlevoix. That's the bridge along US 31. You're invited to celebrate the new year by the dropping of the Bascule Bridge. It'll signify the start of 2025. You can also enjoy live music, food, and carriage rides. For a list of events happening to welcome the new year, go to the Up North Live website and mobile app.
Coming up, we'll be speaking with Project Feed the Kids and how you can make an impact tonight at the charity ball drop after the break.